Have you ever caught yourself feeling rattled after scrolling through headlines or trending videos? You weren't looking for stress, but suddenly your body is tense, your thoughts are spinning, and your heart feels closed. This is no accident. We live in a time when fear, uncertainty, and doubt, what many call FUD, are baked into almost everything we see. It's not always overt. Sometimes it's subtle, even seductive. But if we're not aware, we begin to feed on it. This isn't just a media trend. It's a spiritual moment. A moment asking, will you respond with love, or will you let the world decide your vibration? Again, FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's a term rooted in old propaganda and marketing tactics. Why? Well, because it works. Fear captures attention, uncertainty keeps people coming back, and doubt fractures unity. FUD doesn't care about the truth. It cares about the clicks. It's used by all quote-unquote sides of every issue, not to inform, but to manipulate, to stir emotion, trigger reaction, and drive behavior, to keep you hooked, distracted, and divided. And here's the kicker. FUD makes you reactive, not reflective. It doesn't lead to clarity. It leads to confusion. It doesn't unite. It polarizes. It doesn't elevate. It drains. You know FUD by how it feels. You felt it before. It might be a post, like a social media post, that feels subtle at first until it stirs some resentment, or a quote-unquote viral moment that grabs attention but leaves you feeling anxious or angry. Maybe it's a flood of opinions, edited clips, or loaded headlines that leave you feeling kind of numb, irritated, or overwhelmed. FUD isn't just in the message, it's in the effect. Ask yourself, does this open my heart or tighten my chest? Does this bring clarity or just more noise? Am I nourished from this or feeling a little stirred up? When the answer feels heavy, you're not hearing truth. You're absorbing junk. Let's talk energy and let's talk consumption, because what we consume becomes our atmosphere. You wouldn't eat fast food 3 times a day and expect to feel your absolute best. So why consume emotional junk, the fear, drama, conflict, and expect that it's going to bring some peace? We are energetic beings. What we scroll through, watch, listen to, and talk about becomes the emotional current that we live in. It becomes the lens through which we see others and ourselves. FUD lowers frequency. And when you live in a low vibration long enough, you begin to normalize it and even recreate it. This isn't about ignoring what's happening in the world. It's about staying awake to how we engage with it, being mindful of what's fueling us, and whether it's building light or casting shadow. The real test is alignment. And this moment in human history, with all of its chaos, noise, and division, isn't just happening to us. It's calling something from us. It is a spiritual test. Not a test of intellect, not a test of opinions, but a test of yours and mine, our ability to stay centered when everything around tries to pull us off course. Can you choose clarity when confusion is trending? Can you stay rooted in love when fear is really loud? Can you remain open when others shut down? That's the real work. Not reacting, not arguing, not defending, but remembering who you are and responding from that place again and again. You are not here to echo the noise. You are here to be the stillness within it. So how do we rise above the FUD? How do we protect our peace in a culture that profits from panic? Well, we start small, and we start now. Pause before reacting. That moment of stillness is sacred. Ask, what would love do? Or what would truth do? What would trust do? Not fear, not pride, not urgency. And choose your inputs with care. Be intentional with what you watch, share, and speak about. Spend time in silence. Nature, breathe, reflect. These all clear the static. And return to practices that ground you. Prayer, meditation, movement, creative flow, music. And most of all, remember your power. You are not just a consumer of the world's energy. You are a creator of it. You decide what you amplify. You decide what you absorb. You decide what you pass on. In a world that thrives on fear, your peace is like a radical act. Your love is a disruption. Your presence, unshaken and clear, is a message in itself. So the next time you feel pulled into confusion, division, or outrage, pause. Ask yourself, who benefits when I'm afraid? Who thrives when I'm clear? What would love do right now? And let the answer guide you. Because at the end of the day, and at the end of this life, only love is real. Everything else is illusion, distraction, noise. So choose to unplug from fear, let go of what dims you, and return to what you are. Clarity, light, love. Thank you for viewing. See you on the next one.